12th class. 12th class, this is entrepreneurship unit 5, and in unit 5 this is the syllabus as per 2021 and nothing has been deleted from unit 5, as 30% syllabus has been deleted in each and every subject in different units, but from unit 5 nothing has been deleted. Key contents of this chapter are unit sale, unit cost, multiple product services, break even point for multiple products or services, working capital computation, EOQ numerical, return on investment and return on equity numericals. These are learning objectives. After completing the chapter, you will be able to calculate unit cost, unit price, break even point. You will be able to understand the concept of inventory control. What is inventory? Inventory means stock. And computation of working capital as well as calculation of ROI, ROE and economic order quantity. And target of this class is to calculate unit of sale, unit price, unit cost as well as break even point. These are key contents according to the book, your CBSE book. And now we start from the topic unit of sale. What unit of sale is? Unit of sale, normally if we are discussing about single product, like if you have a stationery shop, how many units you have sold? You can say 100 notebooks I have sold, 100 pencils I have sold. Number of units sold are unit of sale. How many products you have been sold are called unit of sale. But what you do in multiple products or services, multiple products or services, like you have a restaurant or you have a boutique और यू आर रनिंग अ कोचिंग सेंटर, और आपसे पूछा जाए शाम को कि कितना बेचा, आपने तो बेचा ही नहीं, आपने तो सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड की. या फिर रेस्टोरेंट में माना कि आपने सेल भी किया, तो आप क्या कहेंगे, 5 कटोरी सब्जी, 2 कटोरी रायता, 10 कटोरी दही? नहीं, ये भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो इन दीज सिचुएशंस यूनिट ऑफ सेल आर नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स. It is, read this point, it is difficult to calculate in multiple product situations. So unit of sales are number of customers that particular time. For that particular time हम number of customers को ही unit of sale मान कर चलते हैं. In situations of multiple product और multiple products और services, जैसे कि बुटीक, रेस्टोरेंट्स और किसी अदर एग्जाम्पल में, तीनों कॉन्सेप्ट हम आपको समझा देते हैं विद फॉर्मूलाज. फर्स्ट यूनिट ऑफ सेल. यूनिट ऑफ सेल मीन्स नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स. हमेशा नहीं, सिंगल प्रोडक्ट में नहीं. दिस इज फॉर, दीज फॉर्मूलाज आर फॉर मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स और सर्विसेज. सिंगल प्रोडक्ट के लिए ये फॉर्मूले नहीं है, सिंगल प्रोडक्ट के लिए डायरेक्ट आएगा. यूनिट ऑफ सेल इज नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर. यूनिट प्राइस, यहाँ से डबल हो गया है, हम इसे करेक्ट कर लेंगे. यूनिट प्राइस फॉर्मूला टू कैलकुलेट यूनिट प्राइस इज total billed amount for that particular time upon number of customers, total number of customers visited there. कि एक बुटीक है, एक बुटीक में पूरा दिन में कितने कस्टमर्स आए, सुबह 1 आया, फिर 2 आए, फिर 4 आए, फिर 5 आए, टोटल पूरा दिन में 10 कस्टमर आए. और हम उस दिन के लिए, उस पर्टिकुलर डे के लिए हम यूनिट प्राइस निकालना चाहते हैं. तो हम क्या करेंगे कि टोटल पूरे दिन में 10 कस्टमर्स आए, एक ने 1000 रुपये दिए, एक ने 500 रुपये दिए, एक ने 2000 रुपये दिए, एक ने 2500 रुपये दिए, एक ने सिर्फ 200 रुपये दिए. टोटल मिला के उस दिन का टोटल बिल्ड हो गया 1 लाख. तो यूनिट प्राइस आप कैसे निकालेंगे, 1 लाख अपॉन 100, टोटल बिल्ड अमाउंट फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम अपॉन नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स विजिटेड. जो नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स है वो यूनिट ऑफ सेल है फॉर मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स और सर्विसेज. और यूनिट प्राइस निकालने के लिए टोटल बिल्ड अमाउंट अपॉन नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स आप डिवाइड करेंगे, आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. यूनिट कॉस्ट. यूनिट कॉस्ट नॉर्मली जो हम डिस्कस करते हैं, अगर हम सिंगल प्रोडक्ट के लिए बात करते हैं तो अमाउंट स्पेंट फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड, अमाउंट स्पेंट फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड इज यूनिट कॉस्ट. एंड यूनिट कॉस्ट पर प्रोडक्ट इज टोटल सेल अपॉन नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स सोल्ड. टोटल सेल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम अपॉन नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स सोल्ड, हाउ मेनी यूनिट्स यू हैव बीन सोल्ड. अगर आप इसे डिवाइड करते हो तो यूनिट कॉस्ट निकल आएगा. बट अब बात आती है सेम कि मैम व्हाट वी डू इन मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स. हम मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स में क्या करेंगे, हम सर्विसेज में क्या करेंगे. ऐसी सिचुएशन में यूनिट कॉस्ट डायरेक्ट गिवन होता है कि 70% ऑफ सेल, 20% ऑफ सेल, वो डायरेक्ट गिवन होता है. हम उस परसेंटेज के अकॉर्डिंग कैलकुलेट करेंगे. क्लियर. फॉर्मूलाज आपकी इस पेपर में न्यूमेरिकल्स ना के बराबर आते हैं, कैलकुलेशन ना के बराबर आती है. नॉर्मली इसमें 1 मार्कर्स में फॉर्मूला पूछ सकते हैं या फिर आपसे इसके डेफिनेशन पूछ सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट, ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट फॉर मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स और सर्विसेज. लुक एट दिस इमेज. ये जो तराजू दे रखा है क्यों दे रखा है? ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट की डेफिनेशन कुछ कुछ इसी से मिलती जुलती है. ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट इज अ पोजीशन ऑफ रेस्ट, state of balance, where neither profit nor loss, where cost is equal to revenue. One is showing cost and another is showing revenue. Where cost is equal to revenue, neither profit nor loss. ना ही profit है ना ही loss है. ऐसे सिचुएशन को, स्टेट ऑफ बैलेंस को, पोजीशन ऑफ रेस्ट को आप ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट कहते हो. अब हाउ टू कैलकुलेट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, उसके लिए 6 स्टेप्स आपको दे दिए हैं. ये 6 स्टेप्स आपको याद करने हैं, रिवाइज करने हैं, प्रैक्टिस करना है, एंड आप बहुत इजीली इसके बाद 6 मार्क्स न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व कर पाएंगे. स्टेप 1, राइट सेलिंग प्राइस एंड वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. राइट सेलिंग प्राइस एंड वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, दिस विल बी गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. ये आपको क्वेश्चन में ही मिलेगा, आपको क्वेश्चन से देख के लिखना है. स्टेप 2 में आपका काम आ जाता है कैलकुलेट ग्रोस मार्जिन. हाउ यू कैलकुलेट ग्रोस मार्जिन? बाय सब्ट्रैक्टिंग वेरिएबल कॉस्ट फ्रॉम सेलिंग प्राइस. आपने सेलिंग प्राइस में से वेरिएबल कॉस्ट को माइनस कर देना. 3 स्टेप क्लियर हो गए. 4th स्टेप, फाइंड सेल्स मिक्स परसेंटेज. सेल्स मिक्स परसेंटेज क्वेश्चन में गिवन होगी. आपने जो ग्रोस मार्जिन निकाला इसका परसेंटेज निकाल देना. बुक से अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे हम, डायरेक्ट आपकी CBSE बुक से एक्सप्लेन कर दिया जाएगा आपको. और ये जितने भी आपने अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए, मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए आपने परसेंटेज कैलकुलेट किया, उन सबको टोटल कर दो, ऐड कर देना सारे कंट्रीब्यूशन का. और ऐड करने के बाद जो होगा वो आपका होगा वेटेड एवरेज कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन. वेटेड एवरेज कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन. और नेक्स्ट फाइनल स्टेप आ जाएगा अप्लाई फॉर्मूला टू कैलकुलेट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. फॉर्मूला क्या है ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट का? फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट अपॉन वेटेड एवरेज कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन. लुक एट द फॉर्मूला. break even point, fixed cost upon weighted average contribution margin, or you can write weighted average selling price minus weighted average variable cost. एक ही बात है, आप डायरेक्ट लिख सकते हो या फिर फॉर्मूला एक्सटेंड करके लिख सकते हो. Here you need to write steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 which I've explained to you, and this is the question for practice. Always fixed cost is given in your question. fixed cost question में मिलेगी आपको. 3 कॉलम्स मिलेंगे या 2 कॉलम्स. अगर 2 प्रोडक्ट गिवन होगा तो 2 कॉलम मिलेंगे. 3, 4 भी मिल सकते हैं. प्रोडक्ट्स नेम PQR है. प्रोडक्ट नेम पेंसिल, इरेजर, शार्पनर हो सकता है, बैग, स्कूल बैग हो सकता है, कोई भी हो सकता है. सेलिंग प्राइस, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट गिवन होगा, सेल्स मिक्स परसेंटेज गिवन होगा. दिस इज वन टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल. अदर टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल वी विल डिस्कस लेटर. नाउ about your book. Now we are revising the content from book. Class 12th, as per the latest syllabus CBSE 2021, there is not any deletion this topic, business arithmetic. In this chapter business arithmetic, we discuss about unit of sale, unit cost and unit price with multiple products. For single product it is easy to calculate, but we face difficulty when we calculate about multiple products. Like there is a boutique and in a day 100 customers visit. How you calculate about unit of sale, unit cost and unit price? This is difficult for us. So we take an example for this. Before starting example, please see what is unit of sale. What is unit of sale? Unit of sale means how many units we have sold. But we face difficulty when multiple products or like a boutique or like a restaurant, because here it will be difficult to mention units we have, number of units we have sold. So here we use customers as unit of sale. Customers are the unit of sale in multiple products or the areas where it is difficult to calculate. So unit of sale is number of customers. Note it down in your notebook. Number of customers is equal to unit of sale. Now about unit cost. Unit cost, very easy. Cost means the amount spent in production of good. The amount spent in production of good. But how can we calculate while we are selling the products. Like I have a grocery shop, I am selling pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener. How do I know what is the cost of that product? I know about the selling price only. So unit cost formula to calculate unit cost per product is total sale upon number of units sold. Total sale upon unit cost. How can we write? Unit cost is equal to total sale upon number of units sold. Or sometimes it is given in question कि this percent of sales is unit cost. Total sale formula to calculate unit cost is total sale upon number of units sold. How many units you have been sold? Number of units sold. This we find out from the bill. We always give the bill to customer, and from there we can check how many units has been sold in a day. Again we face difficulty if we are running a boutique or a restaurant. Here it is difficult to find out कि how many units we have been sold. जैसे few person come for dinner, lunch, breakfast, so it will be difficult to check number of units sold. In these types of areas, percentage is given. Percentage how? See in this example, number of customers visit in a boutique. 5 customers and their billed amount is 500 per customer. So total amount for 5 customer is 2500. Same, total 100 customers visit in a day and per customer billed amount average. Average, how we calculated average? Plus add on everything and divide it by total billed amount. This is total billed amount. This is number of customers. How many customers are visited? 100. So unit of sale is 100. Unit of sale, first topic, unit of sale is number of customers. So in this example, unit of sale is 100. 100 is unit of sale. Now unit cost. Unit of sale is 100 because this is customers. Now what is unit cost? Formula to calculate unit cost was total sale upon number of units sold. This is total sale and number of units sold will tell you. Mark it at your book, page number 175. Customer is unit of sale. And how can we calculate unit price? Unit price, divide 2,10,000 by 100. Number of customer, that will be unit price. Third part is unit price. 3 concepts are there. First, unit of sale. Second, unit cost. Third, unit price. So unit of sale, again I am telling you, unit of sale is number of customers visited in a specific period of time. What is unit cost? Unit cost is total sale upon number of units sold. And what is unit price? Formula to calculate unit price is total billed amount upon number of customers. Total billed amount upon number of customers. So here we write formula to calculate unit price. Note it down. Unit price is equal to formula is total billed amount. Total means कि in the entire day wise we can calculate or week wise, depends up to you, your policies. Total billed amount for a specific period, जो भी आप period निकाल रहे हैं, total billed amount divide by number of customers visited in that specific time. Total billed amount divide by number of customers. So this is the formula to calculate unit price, and sometimes this question comes for 6 marks. Number of customers. How many customers visited in this example? 100 customer, and total billed amount is 2,10,000. So we divide 2,10,000 by 100. If we divide 2,10,000 by 100, we get 2,100. That is unit price. So three concepts are very much clear. Unit of sale, unit cost. Let's revise everything. Unit of sale is number of customer. Unit cost means cost of production, and if we need to calculate, we calculate it by total sale upon number of units sold. Then unit price, how we calculate it? Total billed amount upon number of customers. So first concept this unit of sale, second concept unit cost, and third concept unit price. Three concepts clear? Then this is grocery store example. Another example you may solve from your book, or I will post an example for you. This is another example of beauty parlor. Here we see number of customers. These are number of customers. Total 80 customers visited, and total billed amount per customer 1000, 1445, 923, 5082, 3150. This is total billed amount. What you get if you divide total billed amount by number of customers? Total billed amount divide by number of customers, then you get unit price. Unit price in this example is equal to 11,600 divided by 80. That will be unit price. And unit sale is number of customers. 80 is unit of sale. 80 is unit of sale. Unit price, how we calculate? 11,600 divided by 80. Do not forget to write the formula, because there is half mark for formula. Next example, if we see next example, what you get if you divide 79,800 by 420? You will get unit price. Why? Because formula to calculate unit price is equal to total billed amount upon number of customers. Total billed amount upon number of customers, then you get unit price. What is unit of sale? In multiple products? Number of customers. So unit of sale in this example is 420. Why? Because total customers visited are 420. You may calculate it for a day, for a week, for a month, all depends up to you. Next example, so here three formulas are there. Unit price, total billed amount upon number of customers, as we calculated here, and in this example also. Total billed amount upon number of customer is equal to unit price. This is much clear to you. Unit cost, total sale upon number of units sold. This is unit cost. And one more point is unit of sale. Unit of sale is number of customers. Unit of sale, write in your book also. Unit of sale is number of customers, and do not forget to write in multiple products. सिंगल प्रोडक्ट आपके लिए कैलकुलेट करना बहुत इजी हो जाता है. इफ यू आर सेलिंग बॉल पेन्स, इट विल बी इजी टू कैलकुलेट कि एक दिन में आपने कितने बॉल पेन्स सेल करे. आपको ये नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स तभी यूज करना है जब मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे. नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू राइट इन मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स. ब्रैकेट में आपको जरूर लिखना है इन मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स. because in single product easily we can check how many units we have sold. In multiple products, single product directly unit of sale you can check. In multiple product, number of customer is unit of sale. This is the key point in multiple product. Now what about break-even analysis? Break-even is neither profit nor loss. A situation where there is neither profit nor loss. Why we determine break-even? Break-even is also called position of rest, state of balance. Position of rest, state of balance, at least this much of amount, this much of quantity producer has to produced. At this point producer can take rest. This is the state of balance for producer where he or she is neither in profit nor in loss. But how you calculate break even point if question is given to you? How you calculate break even point? There are so many formulas to calculate break even point. Few we are discussing with you. Break even point with help of fixed cost we can calculate. Fixed cost we will write FC for fixed cost. Fixed cost divide by what we are calculating. We are calculating break even point, short form BEP. Break even point. Break even point, how can we calculate? Break even point BEP. Break even point is fixed cost divide by weighted average sales price minus weighted average variable price, or you can say contribution margin, or you can say gross profit only. So selling price minus variable cost. Selling price minus variable cost. Contribution margin से we will divide. Gross margin we can say, contribution, weighted average we can say. So fixed cost divide by selling price minus variable cost only. Selling price minus variable cost. What is difference between fixed cost and variable cost? Fixed cost means the amount which remains same at all levels of output. Even at zero level of output remains same. Like EMI of a machinery, like rent of your building, or salary to your permanent staff. If you are producing 1 unit, 10 units, 1000 units or 0 units, this amount going to fix each and every time. So this is fixed cost. What is variable cost? Variable cost depends up to the level of production. Variable cost increase with the level of production and decrease with level of production. Variable cost is zero at zero level of output. Examples of variable cost are raw material, power, fuel, wages of temporary employees. Wages of temporary employees, like if you have work, you will appoint them, and if you do not have work, you will not appoint them. No wages for them. Raw material, we are not using raw material if no production is there. So variable cost is always affect with the level of output, and fixed cost remains same at all levels of output. How can we calculate break even point? Break even point formula to calculate break even point is the fixed cost upon selling price minus variable cost. You can write selling price minus variable cost is equal to weighted contribution margin. Weighted contribution margin, we'll discuss it later. For this time, just keep it in your mind. Selling price minus variable cost. You should aware about the difference of fixed cost and variable cost. Again revise it. Fixed cost, the cost remains same at all levels of output, like EMI of a machinery, rent of a building. Variable cost, the cost which changes with the levels of output. So another information given in your book as per the chapter is sales mix break-even point calculation. Sales mix break-even point calculation. Sales mix means when we are selling two or more than two products. When we are selling multiple products. This is about multiple products. How we calculate break-even point if we are selling multiple products. Will you calculate different? No. Here we calculate weighted average. For multiple products, we calculate weighted average. Let's discuss about this also. This is formula for a single product. Break even for a single product. We should write it. Break even for a single product. For multiple product, we are discussing it in a minute. For single product, fixed cost upon selling price minus variable cost, and for multiple products we will calculate weighted contribution margin. This is the way we can calculate break-even point for multiple products. You know, this topic you have completed in class 11th also, unit 5. This will be given in question. Selling price will be given in question. Variable cost will be given in question. Sales mix percentage also will be there in your question. So, first task will be remain as same. First, we will calculate selling price minus variable cost, that is called contribution margin. These are three types of product: product A, product B, or product C. Like there is a question, you are selling pencil, eraser, sharpener, or any product will be given. So you prepare three columns for this. First column for first product, second column for second product, and third column for third product. We will make a table for this, and after making the table, give the headings of product like product A, product B, product C. Then write the information given in the question. What information has been given in the question? About the selling price. Selling price is always given in the question. Note down the selling price of all products. After selling price, we find the variable cost given in the question. Variable cost. Note down the variable cost. After this selling price and variable cost, let's write 15 is selling price for product A, and 21 rupees is selling price for product B, and 36 is selling price for product C. For product A, variable cost is 9, and for product B, variable cost is rupees 14, and for product C, variable cost is 19. Then we calculate. Now it's our turn to calculate. We calculate gross profit. What is the formula to calculate gross profit? Selling price minus variable cost. Selling price minus variable cost is gross profit. So how we calculate gross profit, or we can say contribution margin. Anything we can write. So we are writing here gross margin. Contribution margin. Blue pen, because this part we are solving. Contribution margin per unit. What we write? Contribution margin per unit. Contribution margin per unit. Why per unit? Because we are calculating break-even point. Contribution margin per unit. How we calculate? This is part A, this is part B, and we can calculate contribution margin by subtracting B from A. Contribution margin, how can we calculate? A minus B. Very easy to calculate. See, 15 minus 9, 6. And 21 minus 14, 7. And 36 minus 19, 70. These are contribution margins, or we can say it gross profit. This is your first step. Write the given information, selling price and variable cost. Then subtract variable cost from selling price. This will be your contribution margin per unit. After calculating contribution margin per unit, what we do, we note down sales mix percentage. We note down sales mix percentage like this, that is given in the question. Sales mix percentage we note down. Continue this table. Sales mix percentage always given in the question. Sales mix percentage always given in the question. We need to note down that sales mix percentage. So write sales mix percentage. We can take another color to avoid confusion. Sales mix percentage. Sales mix percentage, and sales mix percentage 20%, 20%, 60%. Note down 20%. सेम परसेंटेज में आप लिखेंगे 20%, then 20% and 60%. Total of this percent 100% normally. So calculate sales mix percent. 20% of 6, 20% of 7 and 60% of 17. This is our answer. So we take blue pen for this. 20% of 6 is 12. 20% of 7 is 14. And 60% of 17 is 10.2. This is 1.2. This is 1.4 and this is 10.2. You can calculate it like this. Let me help you to calculate. 6 into 20%. 6 into 20%. Percent means divide by 100. So to avoid the mistakes, what we do? 0 cut by this 0. 6 2s are 12. 12 by 10 means 1.2. This is the calculation of sales mix percentage. And 20% of 7 by same method. 7 into 20%. Percent means divide by 100. Cut 0 by this 0. 14 by 10 means 1.4. So these are contribution margin, sales mix percent. After calculating sales mix percent, we can say it weighted average contribution margin. Weighted average contribution margin. Next point, weighted average contribution margin. Weighted average contribution margin, summation of all. Summation of all means इंडिविजुअल को आप टोटल करेंगे, दैट विल बी वेटेड एवरेज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन. सो हाउ वी कैलकुलेट वेटेड एवरेज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन? 1.2 plus 1.4 plus 10.2. Let's total this. 1.2, 1.4 and 10.2. Add these numbers. This will be 24628 plus 12. Contribution margin is 12.8. By our blue pen, contribution margin is 12.8. Let's revise till here. What we have done? We make a table for 3 products, 3 different rows, product A, B, C, or whatever has been given in your question. It may be razor, pencil, sharpener. It may be book, notebook, computer, typewriter, printing machine. Anything can be there. You will write it like this. Products we will write here. Selling price and variable cost is given in the question. first part, A part selling price we have written, B part variable cost. This is given in the question. And third, we calculate contribution margin. How we calculate? By subtracting variable cost from selling price A minus B. And sales mix again given in question. Sales mix 20%, 20%, 60%. We calculated this and we had 1.2, 1.4, 10.2. This is weighted average contribution margin. Now it's the time to calculate break-even point. Very easy. Break-even point, here we use another formula. We divide fixed cost by weighted average contribution margin. Fixed cost always given in the question. In this question, fixed cost given is, in this question, let's check fixed cost 40,000. In this question, this is question. Let me highlight question for you. This is question given. This is the particular question. Question will become with this information and fixed cost will be there in the question. Now, this is the answer we are calculating for this question. Selling price given, variable cost given. We subtracted variable cost from selling price. Then sales mix percentage is given. We calculate percentage of this. Then weighted average contribution margin. तीनों का total. Apply formula to calculate break-even point. So formula, how can we apply? We erase this to make space to calculate break-even point. And formula to calculate break-even point, store it in your mind, break-even point. Now for multiple products. For multiple products, formula is fixed cost upon weighted average contribution margin. Fixed cost upon weighted average contribution margin. Please write break-even point is equal to break-even point in units. In units we are calculating. How we calculate in rupees, we will discuss it later. In break-even point in units for multiple products, not for single product. Single product we have discussed earlier. For multiple products, here we make 3 rows because 3 products were there. 3 products, 2 products, 4 products, whatever is given in your question for multiple products. Formula to calculate break-even point is, break-even point formula to calculate is fixed cost upon weighted average contribution margin. Weighted average contribution margin. Fixed cost given in the question is 40,000 and weighted average contribution margin is 12.8. So 40,000 upon 12.8. Calculate. Let me help you to calculate. Try to remove 0. Try to remove decimal from here. And if you remove decimal 10 above, we can cut it by 4. 4 3 ja, 4 2 ja, by 4, 10 and 1 2 3 4. No need of comma here because we have extend 10 by this decimal. So 5 zeros means 1 lakh. 1 lakh upon 32. 1 lakh upon 32. Divide 1 lakh by 32. The answer will be is equal to, और further cut कर सकते हैं हम. 4 8 4 जा 32 और 8 1 जा 8, 8 2 जा 16, 8 5 जा 40, 0 0, cut it by 4, 4 3 जा 12, 4 1 जा 4, 4 2 जा 8, 4 5 जा 20. 3125 units. 3125 units is the break even point in this question. Let's try another question. 3125 units. Do not forget to write units because in rupees we calculate later. Now we discuss to solve. We will try to solve this question by preparing a table with given information, and here sales mix percentage is 14:6. With 14:6, how can we calculate? First you try it on your own, then we'll discuss it. This is the numerical given to calculate break even point, but here only percentage is given. Here only percentage is given. So don't worry, ratio, according to the ratio, how we can calculate? We can convert this ratio in percentage or in upon form, like 14 and 6 is 20, 14 upon 20 and 6 upon 20, 14 upon 20 and 6 upon 20. If you want to convert it in percentage, multiply it by 100. If you multiply it by 100, then it will be converted in percentage. What percent? 25 are and 14 5s are 70. So 70% and 30% is sales mix percentage. 70% and 30%, बिकॉज टोटल तो 100 होता है. तो रेशियो वाले क्वेश्चन को आप इस तरीके से परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं या आप डायरेक्ट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं.